a question. Something that's been bugging me for absolutely ages, and something that caused quite a reaction when it was revealed and then died away hugely, especially with actual proper digital renderings of what he's going to look like in the Dark of the Moon. Now, my question is this. When all the toy pictures came out and everybody saw that Megatron was wearing a cowl, let's demonstrate. So everybody saw that Megatron was wearing a cowl and a cloak, and I'd like to say something. I'd like to make a disclaimer, because a lot of the negativity is correct. Bumblebee went from being a rusty old 1967 Camaro to a posh, shiny, not even out yet 2011 Camaro in literally a flash, by just scanning the vehicle and turning into the new vehicle. That's fine, I got no problem with that. I've also got no problem with the fact that Megatron should have been able to fix his face. Okay, if a Transformer could scan a new form and turn into it in no time at all, I'm not quite sure why Megatron's still got his gammy face. But we're going to work on the basis that Megatron has still got a gammy face, because that's how the movie's going to pan out. So this entire discussion works on the basis that if your reply is, he should have fixed his face when he rescanned, this video isn't going to work for you, so please turn it off now and go and watch something else. For those of you that do want a little discussion about the way the movie's going to pan out, I want to know what you think. I think this is quite a big deal. I've stayed away from surmising about movie plot a lot. I've stayed away from websites that give me spoilers. Apparently lots and lots of stuff was revealed when the comic book went on sale, and I don't know any of that. I would have probably looked if I'd have had the opportunity, but I didn't, and now I'm quite glad. And now I have missed out on one thing, I think it's going to be much, much easier to miss out on the rest. So, my question to you all is, Megatron has a gammy face. He's got some quite nice light piping on this one as well, which I'm just going to demonstrate now. See? Flash, 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 flash! Megatron has got a gammy face. Why has he got a gammy face? Why does he hide his cowl? And why do I think this is probably going to be one of the most pivotal parts in the movie? Megatron is proud. And Megatron is conceited and arrogant enough to believe that
even in death there is no command but mine.
So let's think what happens in the last movie. Megatron has a fight with Prime. Prime has a fight with Megatron and the Fallen. The Fallen's supposed to be more powerful than Megatron in the first place. But Prime succeeds both of them. He beats both of them. So and this is, I'd love it if you did video responses to this, because that's kind of what things have become about lately. I've got this. Am I going to do a toy review on it? No, what's the point, because there's going to be thousands of other ones. Maybe if I was drunk and just squawked all over it, but frankly no one would watch that, because it was a Voyage of Megatron. You'd all just watch me make a fool of myself by drinking and squeaking. Megatron has been the leader of the Decepticons for quite some time. Megatron fell to Earth. For some obscure reason, can't move in snow even though he can survive in space. He is the biggest. He's the strongest. He is maniacal and full of hate, and will squish on humanity as soon as look at them. Okay? Megatron came back from the dead. He was so big and so tough and so powerful that the rest of his team actually went down to give him a bit of spark chamber, because what's the point of being a Decepticon unless you've got a Megatron to follow? He basically squashed on Starscream, tried to throw him off the edge of a building, because he even thought about mentioning the fact that Starscream might be the new leader, hence the quote that we had earlier. Megatron got beaten. Megatron and the Fallen, in a tag team match in the middle of Egypt, got beaten. And I think the cloak is going to make a big point because Megatron's pride is bruised. And I think he's going to be angry. I think he will have taken on the form of a truck to hide. And I think for the first time in a long time, Megatron's going to want to blend into the background to formulate the perfect plan. He's not going to be able to afford to be big and cold and arrogant enough to stand there and say, I don't care who sees me on this stupid, wretched little planet. He needs to disappear for a little while. And I want to know what you think. What's going on with the cloak? Why does he feel the need to hide to cover his shame from the rest of the Decepticons? Because there's no way that a leader who works on power, there's no way that an iron fist can rule effectively after he's been defeated. Once you show fallibility, once you show that there is a flaw, a chink in your armour, how do you then go about leading? Now, I don't know if Shockwave in Dark of the Moon is going to be a leader. Shockwave has never played a leader role. He's made a coup to try and be a leader, but he's never played a leadership role. Give me your thoughts. Let me know what's going on. It's just sort of bugging me at the moment that I'd really like to know what your opinion is on it. Why would the leader of the biggest, toughest, hardest faction, why would a race that basically the Autobots, when there's one Decepticon, panic, let alone a few, why would the leader of a bunch of people that just have no conscience about fighting you, therefore have a much larger chance of beating you, hide his face like that and not just show his scars on show for everyone to see like trophies? Video responses please. Just interested. Haven't done a video in 2 weeks. Been dying to ask the question. SMS number 1 saying Saturday afternoon and the sun's out and it's beautiful.